Alright guys, welcome back. Today we're going to look at the new units that just came out. So we're going to look at these sniper dudes and then the Gatling girls, and we'll kind of take a look and maybe theorycraft a little bit about how we might be able to use them in the game. So we'll start with fire. This guy is Carcano. Accurate fire. Attacks the enemy to inflict damage that ignores all damage reduction effects. So we're talking about shields, invincibility, I assume. Anything like that, anything that reduces damage. So Leica, maybe, that sort of thing. Interesting, really nice as a skill 1, I would think. Accurate fire, makes sense, it's accurate. Next one, hidden aim. Strikes the hidden aim pose. Increases the chances of receiving a glancing hit by 50% and the damage dealing to an enemy by 200% if you're attacked while in this pose. The hidden aim pose disables after you attack. So as soon as you hit him, he's dealing 200% more damage once, right? It's reusable in 6 turns. Interesting. That's an interesting skill. Let's look at the skill 3 and then we'll talk about how it works together. Decreases a random target's defense for 1 turn at the start of each turn. That's awesome. That's an automatic defense break. So that's really nice. He's going to be defense breaking every turn no matter what. You don't have to do anything. So what are you going to do if you have this guy? All you're going to do is be huddling down to hidden aim and then ignoring damage effects. So that's all you do. Base speed is fantastic at 112. That's really, really nice. His usefulness will completely depend on how much damage he deals, right? Like, this is nice. The defense break is nice. You'll probably use that at some point. Maybe in PvE, maybe in guild content. But the 200% relies on this. So he's going to be sort of a one-shotty type monster if he has enough attack. So we'll hope that that works out that way. The blue one, Covenant. Base speed 97. So you see the difference there. So he awakens. The red one must awaken into speed. Same thing, accurate fire. Suppressive fire, different skill 2. Attacks the enemy to remove all beneficial effects granted on the target with a 70% chance. The damage increases according to the number of beneficial effects removed. So that's really nice. I'm assuming that skill's up to 100%, so it's a 4-turn cooldown, probably reduces to 3. Buff removal that does more damage. That's good. And number 3, headshot. Aims the enemy's head. I assume it means aims for the enemy's head, because that'd be weird if he was aiming the head. And inflicts damage that ignores the target's defense. So a 1-turn defense ignore, single target. Single target defense ignore. So kind of like a Kali or something like that. So removes buffs, ignores damage reduction effects. Very nice. The base speed being a little bit low is the only major drawback, and then kind of what his base stats are. So we'll see. So the blue one looks pretty good. Let's look at the yellow one. We got accurate fire, hidden aim, so the hidden aim pose, okay. And then veteran increases the attack bar by 30% each when the enemy's attack lands as a glancing hit. Huh. I wonder if that applies just to him or if it applies to anyone on the team. We'll have to test that out. I would assume just to him, but who knows. So it rewards glancing. That's weird. So he'll pair well with something that encourages glancing, like Molly, Charlotte doing the AoE glancing. Interesting. That's an interesting passive. And then the hidden aim. So the other one, the red one did defense break. This one really wants to be glance, and he's an attack bar booster for himself or others. I don't know. So those are the ones that you will see. Let's look at the ones you will never see unless we get an HOH. Magnum. Good name. Base speed at 97 again. Let's check the base speeds of the other ones. Okay, so the yellow one awakens into speed as well. Interesting. 112 is solid. Accurate fire. Suppressive fire, so this is the buff remover, so same as the blue one. And then this one, Snipe Preparation, increases the attack bar by 25% whenever an enemy gains a beneficial effect from a skill. That's pretty good. So just looking at the wording, increases the attack bar versus increases the attack bar. So that to me means 1 target probably for Carbine as well, just for him. He'll just increase his own attack bar. So let's look at the white one again. So this one's only 25%, so they expect your enemy to gain beneficial effects more than glance, right? Because that's the way they're rewarding you. You know, could be really good. It's a buff remover that is going to turn cycle. The buff removal, assuming it's on a 3-turn, not bad. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how he'll turn out if you pull this guy. What is he? Let's see. Yeah, he's got the same number of stars, so he's still 4-star. I don't know where he'll fit into the meta if you pull this guy in terms of RTA. Yeah, I don't know. You could bring him against Woosted heavy teams and stuff like that, but does he bring enough to justify his spot? Like, would you rather use him to remove buffs and gain bar, or would you rather use like a Bulwark to remove buffs and just nuke everyone? So that's kind of the choice. I mean, you won't be sad if you pull him, but just kind of thinking it through. And then we got Dragunov, the other low base speed, another low base speed dark. Accurate fire. Hidden aim pose, so he's another hidden aim pose guy. And reloading maintains the hidden aim pose when you defeat an enemy while in the pose. Okay, so if you nuke someone with hidden aim, you basically get another shot at hidden aim. You don't have to wait through this. That seems like a long cooldown time, but maybe it must just be pretty close to a one shot. 200% is quite a bit, but it's just multiplying the first skill. So if you nuke with the first skill for like 10k, hidden aim pose is 30k. So yeah, that's good. And this just lets you do it again. And lets you do it again and again and again. That's the thing, because it's a passive, right? So if as soon as you hit hidden aim, he stays in hidden aim forever as long as you kill something. But if you're killing two things, like say an RTA, we won anyway. So I don't know. Interesting. So an interesting family, and I think we get a free one from the event. If you have not seen that event, you get a free one. Go get it. We'll pop our free one here in a minute, and I think we'll hope for the blue one. And I don't know, which one do we want more after this? I think we want red one second, because defense break is better than bar for the unit, I think. So that's what we'll hope for. All right, let's go look at this girl. Gatling girl, I don't really know what to call her. Scarlet. They have leader skills, so that's interesting. The other ones did not have leader skills as far as I could tell. The red one's leader skill is attack power and guild content, 38. That's great. First skill is launch. Attacks the enemy 3 times. Each attack has a 30% chance to decrease the attack bar by 30%. Wow. So if that hits all 3 times, that's a full bar on first skill. I don't think we've seen anything like that as a first skill that's that effective. That's really solid. It's totally RNG dependent, but you know, you get lucky a couple times and it's just draining the bar of your opponent. That's really, really nice. Second skill. So we have launch. We have multiple launch. Attacks random enemies 8 times. 8 times. That's so many times. Each attack has a 50% chance to weaken their defense for 2 turns. Wow. So, you know, if you're facing a full team of 4, on average, it's an AoE defense break, but it's random. You know, if it hits each target 2 times. That's really neat. 8 times. Fatal Mortar Bullet. Attacks the enemy with a cannon gun and destroys the target's max HP by 50% of the inflicted damage. Afterwards, inflicts damage on all enemies and blocks beneficial effects for 1 turn with a 50% chance. Okay. So it's a single target destroy and an AoE beneficial block for 1 turn. Nothing to write home about, I don't think. The main thing is this attacks 3 times, this attacks 8 times, so that is Necro Heaven, right? Also, you know, these girls are both going to be good against things like Garrow, right? Garrow, like things that sort of survive by not getting hit multiple times. Those units are getting a little bit of a hit from this 8 and this 3. This, I don't think, is particularly useful in Necro. I'm not sure where you would use that. So maybe not the best one. Let's look at blue. Base speed 103, not bad. Another base speed 103. The leader skill is attack power in dungeons. So we've got guild, we've got dungeons. Interesting. Attack power in dungeons, that's pretty good. If this one's good for dragons, that'd be kind of nice, I guess, if you don't have twins. Attack 3 times, same good skill, multiple launch. Again, the massive defense break that hits 8 times. Fatal Extinctive Bullet. Interesting name. Attacks the enemy with a cannon gun and removes all beneficial effects. Afterward, inflicts damage on all enemies and decreases their attack bar by 50%. So a single target buff removal and then attack bar decrease. I mean, it could be used on dragons. The cooldown's a little bit too low, I think, to be useful. Again, lots of multi-hit. The blue one, you know, is naturally going to be better against Garrows and Lycas, which is kind of where I naturally think of them going. Let's look at the yellow one. Base speed's still the same. No leader skill. Looks like we've got a 4th ability up there. Let's take a look in a second. Launch, same thing. Focused 5 shots. Attack the enemy 5 times. Each attack has a 50% chance to inflict continuous damage for 1 turn. So kind of like the yellow ninja, right? Just a ton of continuous damage. That's not bad. I mean, it's 5 times, 3 times, 5 times, lots of damage, continuous damage. Passive, Coy Revenge, increases the damage to be dealt to an enemy on the next turn by 50% each time you're attacked. This effect accumulates up to 5 times and resets whenever your turn ends. So if you get hit a lot, you do more damage. That's good, right? That's not bad. That's better than, you know, nothing, right? And then what is this? Rolling Cannon. Attacks all enemies with a cannon gun. The damage increases in proportion to the number of allies alive and attack power of all allies. This is reusable in 5 turns. This is a passive. So this is an AoE. Maybe multiple hits. It doesn't say. I would assume rolling cannon is a multiple hit, but it doesn't specify, so it's probably just one. I don't know. That's weird. Number of allies alive and attack power of all allies. So if you already have good attack power, this is also good. I don't know. That's weird. This is a weird one. This passive is interesting. If you get hit, you do more damage. And then, I don't know. Interesting. All right, let's look at the white one. So, wait, what's going on here with the stars? 5, 5, 6, 5, 6. So is the yellow one a nat 5? Must be, because it says level 40, level 35. That's weird. Just the yellow one? I don't know. That's crazy. That's weird. All right. Attack power not restricted anywhere. Attack power 28%. That's nice. Very nice. All right. Attacks the enemy 3 times. Launch. Multiple launch. Same thing. The 8 turn with the defense break, or 8 hits with defense break. Fatal armor bullet. Attacks the enemy with a cannon gun and decreases attack power to 0. Afterwards, inflicts damage on all enemies and stuns them for 1 turn with a 30% chance. So it's Beretta plus a low chance it's stun that probably increases to like 30% on a fairly long cooldown. I mean, it's okay, but it's not the best skill for a third. It's element neutral, which is good. Interesting. I don't know. It's not really blown my mind yet. Let's look at the dark one. Bella. The models, I think, are fantastic, by the way. They did a good job. All right. Nice attack. 8-12 attack. That's solid. Launch. Focused 5 shots. Okay, so we got the continuous damage again. 1 more time passive. If an enemy is defeated with your skill, you will attack another enemy once again with the same skill. This effect is only activated once per turn. So it's kind of like a Rauk. It just keeps going. Well, keeps going once, right? So maybe not as good as Rauk. Rauk does it multiple times. The same skill thing is kind of interesting. You will attack another enemy. So if you focus 5 shots, you'll focus 5 shots again. So it's not the same thing with the first skill. It's focus 5 shots again. So if all continuous damages land, they're 5% each. That's 25% HP plus whatever damage it does. So that's pretty solid damage. I mean, 25% in 1 hit is pretty good. Okay, let's look at this thing. Burst cannon. Attacks the enemy with a cannon gun and destroys the target's max HP by 100% of the inflicted damage. Okay, so that's a passive. 1 more time's a passive. And then this is 100% destroy of the damage. And it's got to be really high multiplier because it's the highest, as the third skill. That seems really good. 100% destroy. We haven't had that. Not that I remember. I don't remember anything doing 100%. So it's unfortunate it doesn't come with the defense break, because that would be nice if you could chain the defense break into massive destroy. Okay, so we've checked them all out. Be interested to see what you guys think. To me, I feel like the snipers are a little more interesting than these, but maybe I'm massively underestimating how much damage 8 attacks can do. Yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see. 8 attacks. And if the multipliers are good, it's all going to be fantastic. So, those are the new units. I'm going to go pop mine, because I get 1, right, from the event. So I already collected it. Got enough lightnings or whatever, and we'll see which one we get. It is... Is that it? What happened? Is it just here? Where'd it go? Is it in my box here? This is confusing to me. Was something supposed to happen? I don't see it. That's weird. Did I mess it up somehow? Well, now this is getting interesting. All right, hold on. Let's look again. So we're sorting by grade. I guess we can sort by level. Here's my 6 stars. Here's my 5 stars. Yeah, I don't see any sort of a sniper. It's level 1, right? Did I break the game? Huh. I don't know. Let's go check the event again. This is getting weird. So yeah, a random attribute among Firewater will be summoned. Maybe, oh, you know what? Maybe it's a summoning thing over here. and it has like, yeah, there it is. Okay, so learn something. If you collect it, it's not one of those things that just pops. It gives you a, here's how you summon this guy. Learn that one. Learn that one. So let's see what we get for real now. Wow. Hey, lightning. Sweet. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? It is the yellow one. I think the one I wanted least. So, oh well. We've looked at it. Maybe we'll get the blue one later. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. And if you do collect the scroll, you now know where to find it. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.